Bola Ahmed Tinubu's disqualification is 100% certain and guaranteed, and this fact is widely known even by the All Progressive Congress supporters. So in this video, let's look at 5 different important reasons why Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be disqualified by the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. Starting with number 5, we have the 25% requirement. The 25% requirement still remains a vital and a very important criteria to decide who becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If you recall vividly, both Atiku Abubakar and Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not meet this criteria. Only Peter Obi of the Labour Party secured victory and also secured 25% requirement in Abuja. The Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal have a mountain to climb because they can't rule in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he did not meet this 25% requirement in Abuja, because previous presidents in the country all met this 25% requirement starting from the Second Republic. So the courts have a very big decision to make. And from the look of things, Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot escape this disqualification based on the 25% requirement in the FCT, which is the Federal Capital Territory in Nigeria. On number 4, we have the CTC of results. When Labour Party and its legal counsel team did an in-depth analysis, they noticed that INEC declared Bola Ahmed Tinubu the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from result sheets which are blurred and not clear enough for one to read. The CTC, which means the certified true copy, the same copy and result sheet INEC used in declaring Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, wasn't clear when uploaded to their server known as the IREV. So one can question, how did INEC come to a conclusion that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the true winner of the presidential elections when their result sheet, their CTC, wasn't clear enough when the Labour Party and its legal counsel team reached out to their portal to get the certified true copy from INEC themselves. So how is Bola Ahmed Tinubu the winner of the presidential elections when INEC can't tender clear results to the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal and also to Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party? And on number 3, we have a very interesting one, and here is INEC non-compliance. INEC throughout this Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal have been acting very difficult to deal with, even after the court subpoenaed INEC and its body. During the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, one can tell clearly that INEC, the body that conducted the presidential elections, were trying to hide something or keep something from both Labour Party and also PDP. Even after Labour Party and also PDP paid huge amounts of money to INEC so as to get various forms of materials and documents authenticated, INEC remained a stumbling block. These guys throughout the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal acted like they are keeping some secrets away from the courts and also the political parties in question. And this will go a long way because the judges clearly can see the actions and reactions of INEC, and they can see the way and manner these guys have been dealing and handling the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. Their actions and reactions will come back to haunt them in full force, and this will only lead to the disqualification of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And on number 2, we have the very interesting IREV portal. During the presidential elections, INEC claimed that their portal known as the IREV faced breakdowns which prevented them from giving Nigerians live results and uploading live results to their portal known as the IREV. And just in case you don't know, INEC previously, before the presidential elections, promised Nigerians to get live results and updates in their portal known as the IREV, because that is the only way to keep the elections free and fair and to prevent any form of rigging in wide scale. But during the presidential elections, INEC did not give Nigerians live results in their portal. But when Labour Party and its legal counsel team did an in-depth interrogation and investigation on the server that hosted IREV portal, it showed clearly that IREV portal known as IREV ran smoothly during the presidential elections conducted on the 25th of February 2023. This singular act will come back to haunt INEC in wide scale because, like I said previously, INEC as a body are acting like they're hiding something from Nigerians and they're hiding something from various political parties contesting the outcome of the presidential elections in court. And this is one clear example, because INEC are saying one thing, and when interrogations were properly executed, it's showing another thing. And this will only lead to the disqualification of the presidential elections, because we can't have a president in seat when the way and manner he became president isn't clear enough, and INEC, the body that conducted the presidential elections, cannot properly defend the elections. These guys can't properly give out materials, they can't properly give out and dish out evidence to prove that the presidential elections were free and fair and was smooth in all ramifications. Since INEC can't simply defend themselves, it simply means that a lot of things happened in back doors that we need to get answers to, and that is why Labour Party and PDP are contesting in large scale the outcome of the presidential elections that made Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress the winner of the elections conducted in Nigeria. And on number one, we have the fact that Tinubu wasn't qualified at all to run for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Tinubu wasn't qualified. He did not meet some basic constitutional requirements. For instance, the Constitution clearly states that a political party shall not be allowed to change or substitute its candidate whose name has been submitted under Section 29 of the Act, except in the case of death or withdrawal of the candidate, provided that in the case of such withdrawal or death of a candidate, the political party affected shall, within 14 days of the occurrence of the event, hold a fresh primary election to produce and submit a fresh candidate to the Commission for the election concerned. To better understand this, Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not meet this particular section of the Constitution. If you can recall vividly, Bola Tinubu first nominated Masari as his vice presidential candidate, and Masari resigned as the vice presidential candidate on the 24th of June 2022. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu made Shettima the vice presidential candidate on July 14th, 2022. And this is 21 days between Masari and Shettima. This clearly violates the Constitution, and this automatically will lead to the disqualification of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency in Nigeria. Well, we are still waiting for the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal rulings on this particular case. Anyway, if you want to see how Asari Dokubo is gradually assuming power in Nigeria, click on the video showing right here on your screen. Click on this video and I will see you.